Hi, this is Janice from Noisebud, and today I'm really excited because I'm releasing a new plugin called Square2, which looks like this. And I'm really proud about this plugin, and I think you're gonna love it because it's so easy to use, it's easy to get good results. You work really fast with this. Uh, it looks like an equalizer. It has 4 bands. Every band, you can set every band to 8 different frequencies, and then you can attenuate or boost the signal with 6 decibels on every band. Then you have some saturation and some other stuff below that we're going to talk about later about what they do. What's special with this? Because I'm guessing you already own like 100 equalizers. This equalizer tries to keep the peak values at the same value as the incoming audio. So if you boost the signal, it will turn excessive peaks into distortion. And this, it turns out that this is a really good way of coloring stuff with a lot of control. So you have it's really easy to control how the distortion ends up and how much distortion you can add. Some material can take a lot. You can boost the signal with like 3 or 4 decibels without touching the peaks, and it still sounds good. It adds distortion. You have to remember that it's not clean at all. It adds a lot of that thing that you want, a lot of harmonics and stuff that you want when you distort stuff. If you want something clean, then you shouldn't use this. Or you could, but then keep it at just boosting like a half a dB or maybe 1 decibel. So okay, how does this sound? And set up a little test here so that we have the incoming peaks and the outgoing peaks, and these are true peaks, so it's not full scale. These are true peaks values, and I'm gonna reset these right now, and let's bypass the plugin at the first play just so that we can see the peaks. So this is the input and output should show the exact same value because we have nothing in between right now. So I hit play and we'll see what it sounds like.
I'm the ball!
Yeah, so you can see that the peaks are about -3 decibels, true peak right now. And let's do the same, but I start in bypass mode and then I will activate Square2 and you will see what happens with the peaks.
I'm the ball!
As you can see, the peaks are even a bit lower with this example than the incoming peaks. So the incoming is at -3 and the outgoing. Oh no, sorry, they are a bit higher, but it's just 0.1 decibels higher. So it successfully keeps the peaks. So what does this add to the signal? You can hear that it's get thicker, so you can hear the distortion. But I think it actually suits this track, and I'm pushing it a bit too hard for demo purposes. So you shouldn't push it this hard if you don't like that sound, of course. Then you can push it how hard you want. Let's listen to the delta and see what the plugin actually adds.
I'm the ball!
So you can hear that it's that thick saturation kind of sound, and there's some clicks as well. When there are a hard transient coming in, it just clips that right off, and that makes that little clicky sound. those clicky sounds actually can help. Say that you have a snare drum and you want more attack in it. That little click can add to that feeling of that attack. So it often sounds really good, but sometimes you have to back off a little bit, because say that you're working with more dynamic material, then it will just come across as a click, and that doesn't sound good. So you have to, use your ears and dial it in so that it suits the music. Let's see how far we can push this. So we're gonna play this, and I'm gonna add even more distortion, and we can see what happens with the peaks as well. So we reset the peaks.
I'm Vanderbilt!
If you saw that I bypassed it for a short bit in the end there, then you realize how much perceived loudness you can add with this plugin. Of course, if you load it up to streaming services, it will be turned down a bit more than if you have a more dynamic and clean material, but they will end up sounding about the same level. You won't, you can't really break the perceived loudness even after normalization with this plugin. I've done a lot of tests where I have loudness matched the before and after, and it just adds a nice color in exactly the way you want without affecting the perceived loudness even after normalization. So it works really well for adding color and controlled colors as well. So I hope you like this plugin. I have some changes that I will start to work with in upcoming versions. I will have a threshold that determines if when the signal is below a certain value, it won't distort. Because right now it will distort everything. As soon as the incoming peak is lower than outgoing, it will distort. And that's not that great in the pause in the music. For example, if you have a break and it just goes down to something, a pad, for example, in some rock music or in a synth or in a techno track or something, then that will distort as well. And I'm gonna fix that by setting a threshold that you can adjust, but that will be in a later version. So right now this is available on Patreon. It's available as a demo if you want to try it out, and it's available as a one-time donation download as well. But you find everything on Patreon, so go to the Patreon post and check the links down in the Patreon post, and you will find how the different ways you can get your hands on this. So that's Square 2, and I see you with the next plugin. Have a good day. Bye bye.